What is up, family? Happy New Year. 2018 is here. Today's January 1st, and I wanted to make a little, I don't know, kind of a rambling video. I don't know if I want to say I realized today was, but January 1st, 2018 marks my 1 year anniversary of being 100% vegan. And I thought that was pretty cool. And I wanted to just kind of upload a video, talk about how this last year was, and kind of give some thoughts moving forward. If you guys are new to my channel, anyone watching this is new, welcome. I have been plant-based since 2013, but I kind of called myself, and I know this is the wrong thing to call myself, but I always kind of just went by the moniker of a weekday vegan since 2013. Like midway through 2013, I would eat 100% plant-based during the week and then give myself options on the weekend if I wanted to. By the time like 2014 hit, I basically stopped doing it. But I was never like real conscious or freaked out about like if we ever went out to dinner, if there was like holidays and we were getting together with family, I wouldn't worry if I was eating something that I shouldn't be eating. And so I did that. I've done that since 2013. So for the last 5 years, I've been plant-based. And last January 1st, I'm not big on New Year's resolutions, but I told my wife, I was like, hey, for January of 2017, I want to be 100% vegan for this month, diet-wise. I know veganism isn't about a diet, but just for the sake of this video, when we're talking about being vegan, we're going to talk about diet. So I told her, I was like, hey, I want to be 100% vegan for January. Just kind of, and it's not that I was eating things that weren't vegan, but I didn't want to give myself the option on the weekends for whatever reason. I don't even know why I decided to do it. I just decided to do it. So I did that. And at the end of January of last year, I was like, this is really, really easy. Like, I had this kind of epiphany. I'm like, why am I not doing this all the time? Why even give myself the option anymore? It's dumb for me. And I just kind of decided to see how long I could go with it. And here we are 1 year later. And it's been quite an experience. It's been a fun year. Lots of personal growth for me. And even like spirituality, it's been awesome. I'm not a religious person. I was baptized Catholic and used to go to church and stuff when I was a kid. But I'm not really into, I don't know, I'm not like the most organized religious person, but spirituality, I don't know, I just kind of, I'm more into that than an actual religion. So I don't know if that offends anybody, but I just feel like I've grown a lot this year, just taking away all of the meat-based things out of my life. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of, like I said, talk about it. It was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I've noticed, I mean, it's 2018 now, but these days, like there's so many options as far as grocery shopping. If you want to like substitute things that you're used to eating or that you grew up liking, there's tons and tons of options now as far as like cheeses and meats, all that kind of like junk foody stuff. I can't imagine like what it was like 15 years ago, people who were, you know, making a change in their lifestyle and like what they were doing. I'm sure it was way, way harder. It's like I noticed people in restaurants are super cool about it. I've never wanted to be the person who was like the asshole about, oh, make sure there's none of this, and this. I've learned personally that if you tell someone you have really bad food allergies, they're much more understanding with it, and people are super cool about that. So if you're thinking about doing this, but you're worried about like being that person in the restaurant, all you have to do is say, I have food allergies. You know, can you just make sure, please, that this isn't it? If you're kind about things, people tend to want to help you. But yeah, it was way easier than I thought it would be. My family is very, very accepting of everything. Diet-wise, which is kind of weird to say, but when you talk about food, it's a big, big deal in our culture. Food is used at celebrations. Food is used for reward. Food is used as like a community thing. I mean, I was raised in an Italian family. Like it's always been like, you know, I'm cooking this out of love for you, you know, eat this. And I always had that kind of thought towards food. And completely cutting all that out this year, I've learned that it's really not that big of a deal if you don't eat it. I mean, this was the first time, Christmas time of this year is the first time in 37 almost years that I didn't eat, my mom's sauce with sausage and meatballs, but she made like a vegan version of it, and it was fine. Like, I didn't feel like I was missing out. Like, I was still there celebrating the holidays with my family and seeing friends, and there was still all that love that was there. Nobody even like thought twice about what I was eating. I just ate what I ate, and everyone else ate what they ate, and it wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't a big deal. I think a lot of people make a bigger deal about it than it should be. But yeah, it was, I don't know, it was a fun year. I realized that I have control over my eating. I have control over my old food habits, my old food. I hate using the word addiction. It's just kind of a loaded word, but I have control over that now. Again, if you're new to my channel, I used to be 300 pounds. And over the last, I was looking actually, there was a memory that popped up on my Facebook today from 2010. 2010 was like the year I really decided to hunker down and like figure out, like get on the right path. So for the last 8 years, I've kept about 85 pounds off, which is awesome. And being plant-based has made it so freaking easy. It's crazy. Like, admittedly, I've been so lazy the last couple years, like exercise-wise, but I think the way that I eat has just helped out so much. But yeah, the other day, I can't remember who I was talking to, but someone's like, oh, your year's almost up. Like, what are you going to do moving forward? Like, are you going to give yourself that option again? And I was thinking about it. I'm like, why would I change how I'm eating? I feel fantastic. I had such bad stomach issues my entire life, and 2017 was the first time since I was trying to think, like, I moved out, like, I went to college and lived on my own, but since I like moved out of my house and was like an adult, this is the first year I've never taken medicine for my stomach problems, and it's because of my diet. I'm 100% convinced. Not eating meat, dairy, all that stuff now, which I was so incredibly, like, it was so bad for my insides. I used to not care. I mean, that's how we are, right? Food is so good, you just don't care. You kind of fight through it, and you take medicine, and this was the first year I didn't have to do that. My sleep has been incredible. My mood has been better. I feel really, really good. So I don't know why I would stop eating the way that I eat. I have some goals, like just things that I want to do moving forward. I want to get to a more whole food, plant-based diet. I realize that I still am into not a lot, but I still enjoy processed stuff. I mean, Mexican food's one of my favorite foods, so like I'm real big on tortillas still. I mean, I don't want to stop eating that stuff, but I just kind of want to cut back on that. I want to really get back down to like a whole plant food diet. I don't eat a lot of like processed fake meats. I enjoy, the Beyond Meat, like the ground beef that they do. That's all, I mean, that's pea protein, so it's not a big deal, but I want to get more into like whole grains. I want to eat more like quinoa, and I want to eat more, things like that, whole plants, lots more vegetables. I want to eat more fruit this year. I don't eat a lot of fruit, which is, I don't know why. I've just never been big on sweets, so I'm not like there's a lot of people in the vegan, even YouTube community that make videos and they're eating just like bushels of bananas and cases of apples, and I've never been a big fruit person, but I want to incorporate more fruit into my diet moving forward. But yeah, there's no reason why I have no cravings anymore for like the food that I used to enjoy. People were asking me that. They're like, do you ever just like crave a steak? I don't. I'm to the point now, it's been a year since I've had any of that stuff. I mean, it's been over a year. I don't remember the last time I had a steak. I don't remember the last time I had chicken. I had sushi last year at some point. I remember that. But like even now, I think for me, sushi was like one of my favorite foods. And now I think I think what I liked about sushi was having the dish with soy sauce and wasabi. Like I can get vegetable rolls and dip that in there, and it kind of like my brain, that's all I need. So I don't really remember what that stuff tastes like anymore. I'll drive past a fast food restaurant, and that smell that used to trigger me and want to eat that, I don't even think about it anymore. I mean, imagine cutting something out of your life for an entire year. It's a long time. So yeah, I have no I have no desire to eat that. It's so much cheaper to eat the way that I eat. And it's awesome. Like my family has been like my parents are eating way more plant-based. My sisters have always been heavy on fruits and vegetables and vegetarian food. So they're all doing that. I've gotten a lot of like friends, like people will text me just randomly during the day, like, "Hey, look what I'm eating," and it'll just be this awesome like picture of vegan food that they're making. I've had so many like friends, family reach out. My mother-in-law went vegan like almost 3 months ago, I think. She lost a bunch of weight. She feels amazing. We hung out during Christmas time and she cooked a whole vegan Christmas meal. It was fantastic. I've noticed that, I don't know if it's just more like in the mainstream these days, like there's all these athletes that are talking about plant-based diets, and I think people are more acceptable of it. A lot of people are, they're interested, and I think a lot of people will start eating a certain way and they see how good that they feel. I'm still, they say what if vegans are like half of 1% of the population are like that, so we're a real like small number, but there's so many people who are interested in it and they kind of like dabble with it, and that's awesome. I think it's really, really cool that people are open-minded about it. It's a lot easier than you think it is. Food is all habit, so as soon as you can start breaking habits of things, you can cut them out. And at the end of the day, like I feel good that I'm not taking part in like such an awful industry. Factory farming it's fucking gnarly. Like you watch all the videos. I did that. I engrossed myself in all that. I watched a bunch of videos about it. Like I wanted to know. You might as well know where your food comes from, right? Like there's people they're going out and hunting for their food. I respect that. If you can do that and make that happen and live that way, that's amazing. But most of the food is coming that people walk into Walmart every day and buy packaged food. It's a fucked up thing. It just feels good not to do that. My wife is vegan now. My kids are like 95% vegan. I just feel like I'm giving people around me like an awesome tool to like use as far as nutrition. And there's so much science out there that shows that this is probably the best way to eat. So yeah, moving forward, I don't see why I would ever stop doing what I'm doing, eating the way that I'm eating. As far as like YouTube content, it's been fun this year. I started kind of vlogging and doing more food stuff, and while people don't interact as much as the beer stuff, I've really enjoyed talking to you guys about it. It's been amazing. You guys have all been super supportive. I've talked to a lot of people on YouTube that they're like, I started watching your videos and I've changed the way that I eat. I feel awesome. That's amazing. That makes doing videos and taking time to do stuff like this totally worth it. So moving into 2018, I want to do more food stuff. I want to do more food videos, whether it's just super simple recipes to kind of help people see how easy it is to go vegan. Just to give them, there's so many people who are like, I've never had vegan food before. I'm like, bro, you've eaten apples before. Of course you have. Any fruits and vegetables. Like I think there's this big kind of thing about, it's so hard. Like meal prep is hard. You can't use this and this. There's literally substitutes for everything. So it's not as hard as people think. But yeah, I want to do more videos as far as food goes. I want to set a goal, like fitness wise, whether it's, I ran a marathon, it's been 5 years now, whether it's like something running or something, I don't know what it is, but I want to like write something down and have like a goal to achieve this year as far as that goes. Definitely want to get more like fitness stuff in my life. I've put that kind of to the side. Life gets busy. I have 2 small kids. Coaching took up a lot of my time this year. At the end of the day, it's all excuses. For me, like fitness involves me getting up at 3 a.m, so I just have to do it. What's the old saying, ain't nothing to it but do it. I want to make that a priority. But I think it'd be fun this year to somehow collab with like another vegan YouTuber and do like some kind of video, whether it's like a recipe video or something. I think that would be fun. I'm totally open to doing that. I've done beer reviews with other YouTubers, so like why not do something food-wise? I think that would be awesome. But yeah, it's been a fun year. It's been a fun year with you guys. It's been a fun year putting all this stuff on video and uploading it and just talking to everyone about veganism and food and all that good stuff. And it's been rad, like how supportive all you guys have been. So wanted to say thank you. and just Happy New Year. Hope 2018 is fantastic for everyone. I don't know why it wouldn't be. So there was a lot of weird shit that happened in 2017, personally for people and just in life in general. So 2018, I mean, I'm sure, we can only go up from where, what all the weird shit that happened last year. There's just all kinds of gnarly stuff that happened. But yeah, very much looking forward to 2018 with all you guys. If anyone has any suggestions, video-wise, let me know. I feel like some of the vlogs that I did, I got like a warm reception to them. So if you guys want to see more of that, I can figure out, I don't know what I would vlog about right now, like off the top of my head, but we could figure something out. If you guys are into the food videos, that's cool. Let me know. But yeah, I'm not big on New Year's resolutions, like I said, but if anyone has like a goal they want to achieve, let's talk about it. Like, put it in the comments. We can, if there's something you want to do, like let's help each other this year. I think that would be really, really cool. Like this is an easy platform to use for people to help each other out. So yeah, that's it. It's been a year. I'm looking forward to the next year of veganism for me personally. Just kind of see, where we go from here. It's been a fun ride so far. So I want to thank all you guys, as always, for watching these videos. Without you, there's no sense in uploading things, right? It's been fun. I love all of you who watch, everyone who comments. It's really, really cool. So yeah, I will see you guys very soon. Cheers to 2018. See you guys.